For most of us, the Royal Guards are a symbol of unwavering discipline and stoic strength. Their role is one of honor and tradition, standing post for hours without breaking character. But sometimes, even the most serious guards can't help but show a different side, one full of compassion and respect for the young ones who look up to them. Kids are naturally drawn to the Royal Guards. They marvel at their tall hats, shiny uniforms, and the precision of their movements. And every now and then, the guards break their serious demeanor, sharing a moment of connection that is far more human than anyone might expect. For some children, the guards represent a living piece of history, but for others, they are a source of awe and curiosity. When one young girl held out a bouquet to a guard, most would have expected him to simply ignore the gesture. In that moment, the guard broke his rigid character, showing warmth and appreciation that spoke louder than any ceremonial stance ever could. In another instance, a young boy stood frozen in awe as a guard marched past. And just when he thought the guard would pass him by, the guard offered a subtle nod, an act of recognition, a quiet gesture of respect. To the child, it was the most magical thing he could have ever experienced. There are moments when the children, full of wonder and innocence, mirror the guards' seriousness in play. In return, the guards, so used to holding their ground in the face of the most daunting circumstances, offer a subtle smile, a look of appreciation for the joy they've brought into the children's lives. And then there's the older child, who attempts to emulate the guard's discipline. Without missing a beat, the guard nods approvingly, silently acknowledging the child's effort and dedication to honor. Despite their rigid training and the centuries-old tradition they uphold, these royal guards remind us that beneath the serious exterior, there's a heart, one that beats in time with the admiration of the young and the curiosity of the next generation. In the end, it's not just the solemnity of their duties that makes these royal guards remarkable. It's the small acts of kindness, the unspoken bonds with children, and the moments where they break character to show respect to the next generation. Sometimes the most powerful moments of respect happen when we least expect them. Even the royal guards, it seems, have hearts that know the value of a simple gesture. The training for these guards is grueling. They must maintain an impeccable standard of conduct at all times, holding their composure under the most intense scrutiny. Yet for all their discipline, it's the moments of human connection that stay with them. From their first steps in training, they are taught the importance of discipline, the power of silence, and the grace of composure. They learn to block out distractions, to stand strong, and to stay unflinching in the face of the world around them. And yet, there's something uniquely moving about how a child can pierce through the armor of professionalism with nothing but a smile, a gesture, or a request for a photo. It's these tender, fleeting moments that show us that even those bound by the most steadfast of traditions can choose to show kindness in the most unexpected ways. For the children, these experiences become stories they'll carry with them for a lifetime, stories of courage, honor, and respect. But for the guards, it's a reminder that sometimes the greatest act of service is not found in standing still for hours, but in sharing a moment of connection with someone who looks up to you. In the midst of tradition, the royal guards remind us that even the smallest moments of human interaction can have the greatest impact. It's not just about the uniform they wear or the role they serve. It's about the respect they show to others, especially the next generation. And perhaps that's the most important lesson they teach us all. In a world full of noise and distraction, a moment of respect, a gesture of kindness, can stand the test of time. And while the day ends, the memories remain. For these moments of respect and kindness, fleeting as they may be, are woven into the fabric of what it means to serve and protect. In the stillness of their duty, they know something many might overlook, that the most lasting impressions are often those made when we choose to let our hearts speak louder than our uniforms. For that little girl, The memory of the royal guard's gentle acceptance of her flowers will forever be etched in her heart, a symbol of the respect and honor that transcends the barriers of age, status, and tradition. In the end, these royal guards are not just guardians of tradition. They are silent teachers of respect, kindness, and humility. And perhaps in their moments of breaking character, they reveal the truest lesson of all, that respect is not defined by the position you hold, but by the way you lift others up. May we all carry these lessons forward, finding moments of connection, offering kindness, and remembering that respect, in its simplest form, is the greatest gift we can give. The new day begins, and with it, the royal guards return to their posts, continuing their unwavering duty. Their commitment to tradition never falters, but somewhere in the back of their minds, the memories of the day before linger, of the children's smiles, of the unspoken connection that transcends protocol.